Are you guys ready? This is what we've been waiting for. This is what the Grifter Report was created for. Trump truthed out tonight. I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have been fighting me for years, especially by the fact they think it's wonderful for Iran, the number one state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon because they have one thing in common: low IQs. They are stupid people. They know it. Their families know it. And everyone else knows it too. Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes. They never did. They've all been thrown off television, lost their shows, and aren't even invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They are nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything necessary for some free and cheap publicity. Oh my God, I love this so much. This is what I voted for. I'm so happy right now. I've been waiting for this one. Where am I now? They think they get some clicks because they have third-rate podcasts, but nobody's talking about them. Their views are the opposite of MAGA. Or I wouldn't have won the presidential election in a landslide. MAGA agrees with me, and just gave CNN 100% approval rating of Trump. Not hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson who couldn't even finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox. He's never been the same. It's so funny. Perhaps he should see a good psychiatrist. Or Megyn Kelly, who nastily asked me the now famous only Rosie O'Donnell question. Or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close. I mean, listen, Bridget Macron is not a good looking woman at all. And listen, Trump knows what a beautiful woman's like. I mean, look at his 3 wives. They're all smoking. Gorgeous women. Trump doesn't mess around. So this is obviously not saying Bridget Macron's attractive. He's saying Candace Owens is ugly. Just making it clear out there for anybody wondering. Very funny. Or bankrupt Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune as he should have for his horrendous attack on the families of Sandy Hook shooting victims, ridiculously claiming it was a hoax. These so-called pundits are losers, and they always will be. Now, fake news, CNN, the failing New York Times, all the other radical left news organizations are hailing them and giving them positive press for the first time in their lives. They're not MAGA. They're losers just trying to latch on to MAGA. As president, I could get them on my side anytime I want to, but when they call, I don't return their calls. This is so petty. I love it. Because I'm too busy on world and country affairs, and after a few times, they go nasty. Just like Marjorie Trader Brown, but I no longer care about that stuff. I no longer care about that stuff. He just wrote a novel about it. I only care about doing right for our country. MAGA is about winning and strength and not allowing Iran to have nuclear weapons. MAGA is about making America great again. These people have no idea how to do that, but I do, because the U.S. is now the hottest country anywhere in the world. President Donald J. Trump. Oh my God. That's so funny. Listen, cheers to that, guys. Cheers to that. Let's drink to that. Oh, that was worth it. All the hours I've done exposing people, all the time I've spent uncovering this stuff, calling them out, making sure people don't get taken astray by their nonsense, because it's so easy to debunk. Because just like he said, they're not smart, they're clever, they're shisty, but it's easy to break it apart. And it's been so clear, especially since Iran, when they all really ratcheted it up. But this is just the icing on the cake. So beautiful. I love it. As for the people like Robert Barnes and the other ones, listen, I got to tell you right now, a lot of those other grifters who are Ian Carroll, Nick Fuentes, they're on the lower spectrum. Trump doesn't even bother with them. He probably doesn't even know who they are. That's beautiful. And you got to know that those people are probably upset about this. Now, Dan Bongino, he had to jump on this. And so let's let Dan rant for a minute on this too. And then we're going to get to their responses, and it gets really fun. It gets really fun because these people are legitimately crazy.
It's really crazy when a Reuters reporter on Twitter is giving you a more realistic assessment than the people secreting themselves inside of our own so-called MAGA tent who are telling you Trump's gone crazy, the 25th Amendment. What are you talking about, liberals? No, I'm talking about people pretending to be one of us who grifted off the Trump administration the entire time. That's what Scavino's talking about. A bunch of influencer bullshitters who tried to make a fortune off Trump's name. And the second a level 10 decision had made, they shit the bed, started freaking out, doing this bullshit routine. Trump has lost it. He's gone crazy. Here's a Reuters reporter at Phil D. Stewart. Iranian authorities see the truth with the U.S. and Israel as a strategic victory.
Deeper on it. But yesterday, when Dan Scavino tweeted, they're dead, right? He's influencers, smile, dead. This is what he knew this was coming. He knew this was coming. This is the death blow. This is the death blow. And now, see what happened is Trump is so smart, man. I am constantly in awe of how smart he is. I legitimately think the more I study Trump, he's one of just the smartest people who is currently alive. And it's not just like book smarts, okay? Because that's not what I'm talking about. I mean his instincts. The man has the best political instincts of anybody I've ever paid attention to in 25 plus years of doing this. And then on top of that, the studying I've done of history and our American culture, our American politics. His timing on this post, just as everything, like these people all started crashing out as soon as Trump attacked Iran at February 28th. Okay, so once Trump did that, it started the exposure. That's when Tucker went all out. That's when Megyn went all out. Alex wasn't far behind. Candace had already been in crazy land. A lot of the other grifters had already been there. But that's when the big names finally showed themselves. He got them to turn. And then he let them wallow in it for a while. He let all of us. Now, I'd been calling out most of them for a while before that, but other people like me who care about the truth, who actually are MAGA, who love our president, who see what he's actually doing, who see how he's disassembling the city of London bit by bit, setting us free, getting us back to sovereignty and prosperity and justice. We see it. We can see it. And it's not hard to see. People who in the media with resources and people to talk to, they should all know better. And they don't, especially Alex. He's supposed to be, I'm supposed to be this conspiracy guy. I see all the angles. But I can't see these with Trump. Oh, because I'm actually a puppet. I'm actually a controlled puppet. He came out. We see all them, and Trump let them wallow in it. And then what did Trump do? He waited till they went nuclear in their attacks. Tucker calling him the Antichrist. Alex Jones calling for the 25th Amendment. Candace Owens calling for people to turn against him. And then, after getting them all to go nuclear, he gets a ceasefire. Makes them all look absolutely retarded and exposed. And then 2 days later, he drops the nuke on them. And guys, the timing of all this, I'm telling you, there's no way it's coincidence. No way at all. Trump, I guarantee you, he's a media junkie. He's been watching this and waiting for the moment to strike. He hit them at the best possible time when the most eyes are upon him, when the most people are saying, what the hell is going on with Tucker? What is going on with Megyn? What? We don't understand. He waited till everybody was at that point, and then he strikes. And now everybody's like, oh my God, Trump just knocked him back. And right now, Trump's approval is the highest it's been in a while because everybody's excited about the fact there's a ceasefire. 66% approve on the ceasefire. That means Trump has more people right now happy with him than have been in a few months. So he waited till he's at the most popular, they look the most ridiculous, and calls them out. And now they're left flailing. And I guarantee you, the first couple shows back after this, they're going to have high ratings because people are going to want to see what they say. But this is the beginning of the end for these guys. I guarantee you by the end of this year, none of these people will be even close to as influential as they were. And some of them might go Democrat just to try to get those checks, as the Democrats will happily pay for them. So it's at the point now. What Trump just also did is he gave them all 100% permission, all the other people, to call him out now. People who might have been in the middle, who weren't quite sure what was going on, who weren't quite sure where Trump stood on this, they're all out. Bo Snerdley, who knows who Bo Snerdley is in the chat? I bet some of you guys know. Most of you won't, but some of you will remember. Rush babies will remember. Bo Snerdley, the man who worked the closest to Rush Limbaugh for 20 plus years, knows Rush better than anybody. As far as I'm concerned, he carries the spirit of Rush with him. The king, Rush Limbaugh. And he calls out Marjorie Greene tonight after what Trump did. He starts calling her out today. Thank you, Marjorie. Try to remember how much or little your opinion matters to most Americans these days. That's where Rush Limbaugh would stick, guys. That's where he would fall. And who's more MAGA than Rush? Rush, the king, the original MAGA before Trump, who carried the torch, who started this for so many of us, opening our eyes, who Trump gave the Medal of Freedom to. One of the most touching moments in conservative history. Rush would have never abandoned Trump because he would have seen it, because Rush was the real deal. Rush was independent. That's why they all hated him, and that's why he was never accepted in the media. Not like Sean Hannity, not like Tucker, not like all these other guys who found their way into other media spheres. Every time Rush tried anything, they kicked him out because Rush was the real deal, just like Trump. And Rush was stuck, and I'm telling you, Rush was so much better than any of these buffoons, and Bo Snerdley is calling it out, proof of that. Now, great post right here. You'll start seeing which people are bought off now, and we're starting to see some of these big posts. Now, this OSINT defender, big guy on X. Most of you guys won't know who he is, but that's not the point. The point is, because what Trump just did, the people rushing to their defense, we're starting to see more and more. Part of Iran, because Iran is attached to City of London, that's the real enemy, because Iran was breaking us free of them. The other part of the Iranian war that nobody talks about except for me, Promethean Action, Tom Luongo, and a couple of others, very small handful of us, one of the big parts of the operation in Iran was exposure. And nobody talks about it, very few. But it was, because Iran is the key to so much of what City of London still wants to do. And so when Iran got attacked and Trump cut off City of London's control from Iran, all of a sudden it was all assets deployed. We cannot lose Iran. We don't care if you lose your reputation that you've been waiting and holding on to and building, because it's time. It's time. And we're starting to see it. We're starting to see it.